Hey everybody, officially, congratulations, you made it. It's summer, whatever that means. But hey, I promised you one last video and I thought I'd share a story out of the book that I published that has a lot of my stories that I shared with you guys. First of all, let me say that for those of you seniors, I wish you the best. Go out there and live your dream. Don't satisfy yourself in mediocrity. If I can help you in any way, let me know. Keep me posted on your life and what's going on. Those of you juniors and sophomores, have a great summer. Come on back, be ready to learn next year. However that's going to happen, I'm as baffled as you are at this point, but it's going to happen. And if any of you have an A+, hey, come see me to be my TA. If you don't have an A+, then don't, please. But anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful, safe, and happy summer. The story I wanted to share with you is a story that I think will have long-lasting meaning in your lives. It's one that I told you in class, but it's about peanut butter and jelly and steak and lobster. You probably remember that story. So I'm going to start right in here and read a few pages. So listen carefully. There's a great lesson to be learned in here. I must reiterate again that even though peanut butter and jelly is great, steak and lobster is oh so fine. It is so incredible that there really is nothing else like it. There are no close substitutes. It is what it is, and there is no denying it. Steak and lobster are the only two things that God gave Adam and Eve as they existed in the Garden of Eden to remind them of where they came from and to encourage them and give them special incentive to want to someday return to a place like that. Kind of made that up. Even if you don't believe in Adam and Eve, you can still understand the significance of steak and lobster. And if your faith requires that you can only believe it after you have seen it or tasted it or experienced it, which isn't really faith, then all you have to do is go to a fine dining establishment and try it for yourself. I assure you that you will never be the same once you have tried the steak and lobster. You will work hard at your marriage so that your spouse will ask you out more often, with the chance that you may end up at that restaurant where you can once again experience the steak and lobster. You will work harder at your place of employment in order to earn more money so that you can splurge once in a while and go to your favorite restaurant and order the greatest meal ever conceived. You get my point? Steak and lobster may be the greatest driving force behind every great relationship or marriage. It is with mine. That is why I'm writing this story, so that my sweetheart, my steak and lobster, can better understand how grateful I am to have her. She is the greatest thing in my life. She is the best thing that has ever happened to me. If I lost everything, my health, my job, my house, my friends, my toys, and the list goes on, I could still never complain, for I have the greatest blessing that one could ever receive. I have my wife. She truly is my steak and lobster. My girlfriend in high school was a very good person. I loved her, and I was lonely and sad when we were apart. I thought that we could have had a wonderful life together, and I'm sure that we would have done just fine. But there is absolutely no comparison between her and my beautiful wife. I love my wife with all my heart. When I got my dear John from my high school sweetheart, I was devastated, angry, and depressed. For a while, I thought that life as I knew it had ended. And in a very real yet symbolic way, it had. With that letter came a new life, a new opportunity to seek out and find a new companion, a better companion, at least for me, the woman of my dreams, and I write this as a tribute to her. I know that as long as I am worthy for her to continue to put up with me, I will be with her forever. What more could I possibly ask for? What more could I possibly dream about? What more could be better than my steak and lobster? Now, what about you, the reader of this story? You may be in a bad relationship right now. You may have just ended a relationship. You may be devastated, discouraged, and full of despair. We all go through life with those trials of our character and trials of our faith. Getting over a relationship and seeing the light at the end of the tunnel or the silver lining around the storm cloud is difficult when you're the one going through it, rather than the one giving the advice. Giving the advice to someone else is one thing, but going through a separation or having to go on after ending a relationship is entirely more difficult. So remember this, peanut butter and jelly is great, but steak and lobster is fine. After time has had a chance to heal your wounds a bit, or at least stop the bleeding, you will be able to look back at that bad relationship and say, peanut butter and jelly. They were just peanut butter and jelly. You might even send them a little text. Hey, you are PB&J. I promise you that if you really desire it, as you go out and start over and look for someone new, you will find your steak and lobster. If you can't find them in your current atmosphere or circle of influence, as I call it, then change your circle or widen it out a bit. Join a new social or career group. Take a class. Or if you are college age, go away to college. Join a church group. Listen to friends. As matchmakers, they mean well and they always have advice, which can even be good advice since they are looking into your world from a different perspective. And please remember this very key bit of wisdom. Once you find your true steak and lobster, they will love you exactly the way you are. They wouldn't want to change a thing about you. They will love your toes that you think are too long. They will love to play with your ears, even if you would like to get them clipped. They will go wild over the way you talk, even though you think you sound like a munchkin. You see, when someone truly loves you, they fell in love with you because of who and what you are, not in spite of it. And because they love you, they are blinded by all those insignificant, minute details that obsess you because, and whosoever said this hit the nail right on the head, love is blind. So I will leave you with this bit of very important advice regarding relationships, and don't ever forget it. Go for the steak and lobster of life. Yours is out there, so go out and find it. Don't settle for the peanut butter and jelly of life. It will satisfy you, but it will never make you truly happy. And once you have found your steak and lobster, it's yours forever, as long as you want it. And do what it takes to keep it within your grasp. So what are you waiting for? Get after it. So students, I admonish you to get after it. Be happy. Seek out those things in life that are the best for you, that will help you grow and develop, that will make you the best person you can be. And I'm always here for a hello, or how you doing, Mr. LeDuc, or I got a question, or I got a concern or a problem. That's why I love teaching. So you guys hang in there, have a great summer, tell your parents you love them, and I'll see you next year, I hope. I hope we're all back in the classroom. Until then, take care. Bye.